So it happened. You're now newly single. It's either been something you knew was coming or it's completely taken you by surprise. The fact is that you now have to endure the dreaded post-breakup heartache. You've probably been running through all the things that's happened in your relationship, all the things that you said, all the things that you didn't say, all the things that you did or didn't do, right? And have been telling yourself these stories about how it could have been different. Chances are you've probably been hoping that he or she would contact you again. Feeling heartache after a breakup is normal. There's also some breakups or relationship, I should say, that we are relieved when they end, right? But heartbreak is totally normal when you are in love with that person, regardless of how good or bad they were to you. This feeling is normal. What's not healthy is when you start to obsess about the loss and have lost sense of who you are and really what you're doing in your life. And in some cases, it's caused sleeplessness, anxiety, or even depression. By the way, I have created a free mental and emotional detox workbook for you to help you through the process of letting go. Because let's be real, we can't just focus on detoxing our bodies. We also have to detox our minds and our unresolved emotions. So the problem with not letting yourself process the breakup is that everything you've been doing so far is extremely destructive to your well-being. Because guess what? Chances are your ex isn't making himself miserable like you are. Sorry for the harsh truth, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you, just like I don't for my clients. Because you are worthy of true love and having someone in your life that would love you the way you want and deserve to be loved. And that's the truth. So in this video and subsequent videos about relationship, you will learn how to reach a healthy place in which you're able to put yourself first and no longer allow your ex to break you emotionally, mentally, and I hate to say it, but sometimes physically. So how do you know if you're obsessed with your ex? I know. The word obsessed isn't the most pleasant word, especially when you're thinking it could be you who's obsessing. So number one indication is that you are blaming yourself for the breakup, even when you know you gave it your all, right? So it's not your fault, but you're taking the blame. Next, you obsess over the thought of how to get this person back. Anyone who's been in a toxic and hurtful relationship that they can't let go of, or who's struggling with the intense emotional pain in the aftermath of a breakup, is an obsessive mindset. An obsessed person is someone who is tormented by the thought of a lost lover. You know you should let go, but you feel like you just can't. And deep down, you want to move on, but don't know how because you've been trying, but you haven't succeeded. You crave the connection and the communication with your ex and think of different ways to connect with them, and you really know you shouldn't. Now, let's pause here for a second because this isn't meant to shame or blame you in any way at all. Because if you've fallen into this category before, you process emotions and your feelings differently. And that's okay, there's nothing wrong with you. My clients have all been where you are at some point or another in their lives and have truly overcome the pain of loss and have gained their personal power in a sense that they have never again put themselves in a situation where another man or a woman can break them down the way they have in the past. This is really done through great work of understanding your personal patterns and behaviors through recognition of the past, your narrative, the emotions that you may have yet to process from the past, how you present yourself in a relationship, as well as understanding your own values and standards. So let's talk about how you get your power back. There's a very simple first step to get your power back. The first step is to stop contacting him or her right now. Seriously, no contact. The reason why it's so important to just completely end all contact, especially your social media, checking every 2 seconds, we want to eliminate your need to know where they are, what they're doing, who they're with, who they're doing it with, right? And you do this because you're driven to know how they feel. Are they upset too? Do they still care about me? You search for clues even though you know you shouldn't. The anxiety and the obsession makes you feel like you're going crazy, right? And you can't focus on anything else. So the next step is like a cleansing process, basically. It has to be done at some stage, so you might as well just do it now. Cry. Give yourself half an hour, half a day, or why not even take the entire day to feel absolutely miserable. But give it a time limit and stick to it. In that time limit, you can scream, cry from the depths of your soul, sob into a pillow, blow your nose, and wait till the skies turn gray. Do whatever you need to, but don't go over that time limit you give yourself. Once your time is up, wash your face, brush your hair, rinse your face, take away a few deep breaths, and just focus on you. Honestly, sometimes you may not even feel like crying, but whatever you do, it's very important to process those emotions in private where you are safe and can just release, right? Without anyone's judgments. Because you don't want to sit in a cafe one day crying into your cappuccino, right? If nothing else, it's a waste of a good coffee. I joke, but I never joke about how vitally important it is that you process those heavy emotions that are sitting on your heart and you just let it go and let out a good cry. You have to process your emotions and not bottle them up. Then call your girlfriends, mom, sister, whoever you trust, where you can sit down with them and talk about how you're experiencing the breakup. Give them the rules. You speak 90% of the time, and the other 10%, they're encouraged to either agree with you or just listen to you. They also listen to everything you have to say without contradiction or judgments. Okay? After you've processed the initial roller coaster of a breakup, consciously choose to get off this roller coaster, because if you don't, you will continue to go for this unstable ride for much, much longer period, which is proven to be destructive and self-defeating. By the way, if you're an empath like myself and almost all my clients, know that you will worry about your ex's emotions and how they're feeling. This is your caregiver side wanting to heal everyone else. Don't fall into this trap. You're not a bad person by not acting on the desire of wanting to help heal your ex. You simply and finally are setting healthy boundaries for the well-being of yourself. I'll make some other videos about how empaths navigate through life, but for now, remember that your emotions matter, if not more than ever, right now. Look, my lovelies, realize that life goes on. You have to show up for yourself, for work, for your loved ones, and for the rest of your life. And you don't want to miss out on moments in front of you worrying sick and sad over something that's behind you. Sit down and write a new daily routine for yourself. You need to do this because chances are you and your ex spent a lot of time together, and you want to retrain your mind to create new daily habits to avoid falling into the traps of that emotional rut that we were talking about earlier. It's time to focus on yourself. This is the time that you must look within and not only nurture yourself, but learn about yourself and recognize lessons that can help you grow as an individual and also as a partner for your next relationship. Because taking care of yourself means starting routines such as meditation, exercise, therapy or coaching, and self-discovery. It means learning how to have fun with yourself again, with your friends, traveling, doing things you always wanted to do, and not waiting for life. Remember, pain is not permanent. Your breakup and your heartache won't last forever. You will find a person to love and who will love you unconditionally. But in order to really reach that unconditional love, you must learn how to love yourself first unconditionally and learn what you want and don't want in a romantic relationship. And this is how you will never settle for anything less. I'm opening up space for new clients to schedule a discovery call with me today to see if we're the right match for each other. I promise you that your happiness and your healthier life is right there in front of you when you take that first step to change. Don't forget to get your free mental and emotional detox workbook by clicking on the link below. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe and the like button and share with someone who also needs to hear this message. And as always, don't forget to be kind to yourself and others.